Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm Paradoxic, and I have been refreshing the Marvel YouTube page for like the past 10-15 minutes because they actually made, I think Jeremy Renner himself actually made a post on social media announcing that the Hawkeye trailer, the first official trailer for Hawkeye, would actually be dropping today. So I think since then, just everyone has just kind of been making sure to clear their calendars and to, well, people who can clear their calendars have been clearing and actually making sure that they're actually in a time and a place that they are ready to view the trailer on time when it drops. So I am lucky that, I'm not out in any fashion, and because like the past 3 or 4 Marvel trailers that have dropped have all done so when I am out doing something, doing shopping, work, whatever. And then I've just had to kind of just tap into the speed force, try and get home as quickly as possible. Luckily, that wasn't the case. I actually got home a few hours ahead of time today. So yeah, I am home. I am, warm, ready to watch the trailer and everything. So yeah, and it's funny. I just refreshed it like 5 minutes ago, and then immediately popped up on the as a newly uploaded video. So it's finally here. So yeah, I mean this series it has been fairly highly anticipated. I think we're going to be seeing Jeremy Renner back as Clint Barton, Hawkeye himself, but he is also going to be training a newcomer into the kind of archer hero kind of pantheon of the MCU, and that new hero is Kate Bishop, played by Haley Steinfeld. So I am very excited to discover who Kate Bishop is. I'm not really kind of that knowledgeable on her character, besides from her kind of being like an archer that's pretty much like as kind of skilled as Hawkeye. So she's not a character I'm too familiar with, but I'm very excited to see who she is, what she's all about, and how Haley Steinfeld herself will actually play her. So that will be cool. We have another hero, we have another character that we've already met before, who is confirmed to be returning to us in this show, and that is Florence Pugh's Yelena Belova. Yelena Belova. So she was introduced to us in Black Widow earlier this year, and she was nothing beyond wonderful and delightful and awesome and badass and just, a grace on the screen and stuff. So she is going to be returning to us in this, and we saw in the Black Widow post-credit scene where she was visiting Natasha's grave that she had actually managed to kind of arrange for her. She had actually built a grave for Natasha with a headstone and everything, and put some pictures and flowers and everything. And she was actually visiting her grave with Fanny, her new dog, and everything. And then none other than Valentina from The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, she showed up, and turns out that Yelena's actually been working for Valentina as a probably as like a contracted assassin and whatnot. And then Valentina showed up with a new target and a new assignment for Yelena to hunt down and kill, and that was Hawkeye. And it was under the guise of Valentina finally having found the guy responsible for killing Yelena's sister. So yeah, and I mean, as an audience, we know that's not technically true. I would use the word technically. Other people would probably use the word that's literally not true. So fair play to you all. But I mean, yeah, it's pretty much not true. He did literally fight to kill himself, to actually sacrifice himself as hard as he could. But then Natasha was just, thanks to the writers, Natasha. Yeah, I'm not gonna go back to that. I've tried as hard as I could to move on from that, but yes, I think now we're going to be seeing Yelena returning to us in this show too. So I think she's going to be coming in swinging in this show. If her mission is really to kill Hawkeye, then I mean, even the picture that she saw, he was dressed as Ronin, and that was a time when he literally went on like a murderous rampage across the earth and everything. So I don't know how she's going to approach that, but then. Yeah, but then I think she's going to come and swing, because I think for one thing it's like a new assignment from Valentina, and it might pay a lot of money to, like her killing like a former Avenger too, or like a retired Avenger or whatever. But also because for her being told that he was responsible for Natasha's death, I mean she's gonna go full force. She's actually gonna want blood for blood. So yeah, I am very curious as to how she's going to be brought back, and I can't wait to see Yelena and Kate just shining together on screen and doing some stuff, and then Hawkeye will be there doing his own thing too. Because I feel like especially as he is an OG Avenger, I feel like as much as he's going to be in this, I feel like this is also kind of his outing too. Like this is him training Kate to be a part of like the Young Avengers. Like the Young Avengers will be like a newer generation, a new team. So I feel like as much as Hawkeye himself will be in this is also going to be like more of like more of like like a mixture of a chance for him to shine, but also like an outing for him. Like, okay, I'm training you so that then I can finally leave and actually retire with my family, and then the world doesn't have to worry about Hawkeye actually being gone and everything. So then she can either, I mean, I don't know if she's going to stick with Kate Bishop or if she's actually going to have her own Hawkeye kind of name, or if she's going to come up with something else. But I don't know if you know if she has something else. But either way, I think it's kind of like it kind of works as like an outing for him too. And I think I don't know if this is going to be like a limited run thing like WandaVision, or if it's actually going to get like a season 2 like Loki, or what's going to happen. But yeah, I'm not too sure. But it looks fun from the pictures we've seen so far, and then from the news we've heard. We also have Alakwa Cox coming in as Echo. I have no idea who that is, so I am, anyone that I don't know, anything that I don't know, but I've just kind of heard little tidbits about. I'm all the more kind of curious and intrigued to know more about them and those details. So Alakwa Cox, and I think Echo also has her own. They had their own either like a series or a movie, like they have their own solo project coming up on, in the MCU too. But I don't know if it's actually like their own series, or like if it's like a movie or something. But they are also like a very intriguing looking character, so intrigued to find out more about them too. But that would be cool. And I think Kate has a little dog too, like I think like a golden retriever or Labrador. I don't know. I can't really tell the difference between the two of them. But she has a dog called Lucky, so Lucky will be featured in this pretty heavily too. And I've heard other rumors, which I'm not going to mention right now, unless the trailer gives us any kind of hints or teasers. Because I don't want to bring up anything that's just going to go cold in the end. So if the trailer itself actually does kind of show any kind of signs or like strong signs towards those rumors, then I'll bring them up in like the review or something. But for now, just going to kind of keep those rumors on the down low for now, so as to not kind of stoke any kind of smoldering flames. But yeah, I'm very excited. So this is the first official trailer. So the first official trailer for Marvel's Hawkeye. Let's go.
This is the first Christmas we've had together in years.
I love you guys.
Oh yeah, Rogers the musical. There's a Steve Rogers musical. There's a musical.
Wondering if the masked vigilante who terrorized the city's underworld is back.
Oh damn.
The past has caught up with me.
Should we be worried?
No, it's nothing. I'll be home for Christmas. I promise.
Oh damn, he's got to go away. Damn. Huh.
When I wore this suit, I made a whole lot of enemies.
Oh, she's dressing up as Ronin?
Who the hell are you?
Kate's dressing up as Ronin, really?
Oh,
damn.
Are you one of those people?
Okay, this is gonna be a Christmas thing then.
Back in a day or two?
Yeah.
Hang on a second.
Oh, damn.
Things have gotten
Oh,
complicated.
oh boy. Oh god. Oh. Wow, a Christmas Hawkeye. Ah, Verify Me. There's an actual Steve Rogers musical. Oh, damn. That's Echo.
This is too dangerous. Definitely not this one.
You don't have to say definitely like that.
Oh boy. This looks...
Arrows more dangerous than that one?
This actually looks pretty good. November 24th.
It's just some Christmas.
Oh boy. Okay. There is a lot to unpack in that. There is genuinely a lot, like so much to unpack in that. There is so damn much to unpack. So I'm gonna go right ahead and try my best to unpack those things. But god damn, that actually looks good. That actually looks good, like an interesting thing, and it definitely kind of has a Christmassy-ish kind of theme to it. The trailer music, great choice. I think it has it has a very very New Yorky kind of vibe to it with like like the setting. I can't tell if it actually takes place in New York, but either way, it looks fun. So I mean, yeah, and I think it kind of gives off the vibes, right? And especially with like Clint being the way he is in this one, it kind of gives off the vibe of like James Bond trying to train a protege or something. I really kind of get those kinds of vibes, like James Bond, but in like a superhero world, training like a new project, like training like a new 007 or train like a younger agent to kind of fill his boots or something. So so yeah, seems fun in that sense. But yeah, I mean the opening. So I think Ronin made breaking news. I think people were worried about whether or not. I think people definitely saw Ronin as like a terrorist of the criminal underworld. Like yeah, I mean he as far as I recall, I think in Endgame he actually was in Endgame we only saw one of his kind of vigilante escapades and everything like in Endgame we saw him taking down the Yakuza, but I think the whole kind of like the kind of summary of that scene was that he became this vigilante and he wasn't exclusively doing the Yakuza, but he actually went around the world actually taking down criminals who weren't taken out by the snap. So yeah, so that so I think because that he's kind of been seen as like like this kind of darker anti-hero that people are kind of still kind of afraid of, and then that kind of past is catching up to him too. So there's that, and then we had Kate Bishop. So she seems very fun. She seems. I think she was initially actually dressed up as Ronin too. She actually took on some criminals dressed as her own version of Ronin and everything. So she's actually into the whole vigilante kind of superhero thing. So she's actually she is like she is an archer of her own accord and her own skill set and everything. So I think Clint kind of sees some potential in that regard. So that's fun. And I think so far like that whole kind of like that chemistry between them seems very much like a buddy cop / apprentice and master kind of relationship at its core, with him actually kind of pretty much expertly kind of outsmarting enemies and henchmen and all sorts of things, and her just coming crashing in at the last minute, actually hoping to make some grand entrance and everything. So I think their dynamic so far seems fun. I think this definitely felt like somewhat like a teaser trailer too, actually just kind of showing us the bare kind of bones between Hawkeye and Kate Bishop, so that's cool. And yeah, I think his family, I think it might very briefly be in this. I think his kids, at least his kids. So he sends them away so that he can deal with the Ronin stuff that follows in his wake and everything. But yeah, I think definitely tonally, I just can't really kind of help but like actually imagine like this being that kind of like an action comedy drama kind of thing. With him kind of like with him not necessarily wanting to have to actually do this stuff, and actually just wanting to clear his name and to clear his past away from him so that he can actually go back to his family. But then he also kind of gets caught in the middle of this kind of kerfuffle between Kate and all these other criminals, and figures out that figures out who she is and what she's doing and everything. So it was a very, very fast-paced trailer. It was actually a surprisingly fast-paced trailer. So I think it definitely didn't really give a lot away, but then actually kind of just threw a lot at you as well. So yeah, but there's a Steve Rogers musical. There's not even like a Captain America music. I mean, the Cap Shield is I think the Captain America kind of symbol is incorporated into it. But I think it's Rogers the musical. So it's like an actual musical, maybe on the backstory of Steve Rogers himself. I think if I actually go back to that clip, yeah, it's where was it? I think. Yeah, Rogers the musical. So it actually shows, captures the heart of a hero. So it actually shows him with the star and the A and the shield and everything, but it's actually Rogers the musical. The superpowered sensation, a timeless story of a timeless hero. There's just some of the reviews. So that's cool. And I think we actually had like a glimpse too later on. So yeah, I think we have Vera Farmiga too. Vera Farmiga showed up in this. I feel like she's actually going to be. I can definitely see her being someone more involved in Kate's life, like be it like a mentor of some other kind, or maybe like her mother or an aunt or something. I can definitely see her being involved more on Kate's side of the story and Kate's background and everything. So I'm really curious to see what she's gonna be like. So that's fun. But yeah, we have the Rogers musical. So we have some guy with the shield and the Winter Soldier jacket. I think that is actually the very distinct kind of Winter Soldier stripes on the jacket. And then we have Thor and Loki on this side, and then I don't know who that's meant to be. We have Hawkeye up there and Iron Man up there. That might be Black Widow. I'm not too sure. I genuinely can't tell. I think that might be Black Widow. And then we have some Chitauri over here as well. Oh no, Black Widow's up there. Black Widow is up there. Yeah, and then Iron Man. So yeah, so all pretty much all the Avengers. in one, and then I think Hulk is down there too. So we have Rogers the musical, Steve Rogers the musical. So I think Clint must have definitely taken his kids to see this. There's no chance in hell he didn't take his kids to see this. So that's cool. But yeah, so just kind of skimming through. So yeah, he finds Kate, and Kate. She brought down like an entire bell tower, but she has promise. She shows some definite potential, and I really can't wait to see how they actually manage to pull this entire shebang off. So that's fun. And she cleans up very nicely. She dresses up very nice. I think I actually saw a kind of set picture of Haley Steinfeld in a suit, and I lost my shit for like a solid 5 hours and everything. So I am not ready at all for any of Haley Steinfeld's looks in this show. Not ready in the slightest. We had a glimpse at Alarqua Cox too. Alarqua Cox showed up. She is Echo, and I think Lucky. I think that was Lucky too. I think the dog showed up just for a second. If I can get the dog again. Where's the dog? Where did the dog go? Where did the dog go? I just passed the dog. Yeah, the dog. There we go. So I think Lucky's blind too. I think Lucky. Well, at least in that frame, one eye looks a lot more closed up than the other. So I think he might be blind in one eye. So yeah, but I think Lucky is. I think Lucky's Kate's dog. I actually don't know. I think I'm just kind of. I think I'm pretty sure. Lucky is Kate's dog. So hopefully he's incorporated into this fairly well. And then Clint's in the woods with. Are those Renaissance fighters? Is Clint a Renaissance cosplayer? Is Clint Barton a Renaissance cosplayer or like a Renaissance reenactor or something? He's a reenactor, I think, because these guys have axes and swords and very old looking armor. So then I think even Clint's wearing it. So Hawkeye in his free time. Hey, even there, he's in that frame. He's wearing the Ronin suit, but goddamn. So in his spare time, Hawkeye is a Renaissance enthusiast. So wowza. Okay, okie dokie then. So yeah, that was them. So yeah, just it seems really fun. Like an actual kind of like a buddy cop comedy drama thing mixed in with the whole apprentice and master kind of dynamic, so it looks like a really fun time. So I think this is November 24th too, so I think fairly close-ish to Christmas, just like 1 month off, just literally 1 month off, so should be fun. But I mean, it's not like a Netflix thing, it's not dropping all in one go, so it could easily kind of, like the finale could easily stretch into Christmas Day itself, like going through the weeks, and I think I'm not sure how many episodes this has, but yeah, this could easily stretch into the actual kind of heart of Christmas itself. I think the finale could either be like a week off or on the week of Christmas Day, so a perfectly timed kind of show. So yeah, there was really not a lot shown, given away in this. Really not a lot given away. I think I might watch it one more time again, just so I actually have more to say, because I think this just seems like a very, very kind of minimalistic kind of review, even for an initial viewing. So I'm gonna watch it again, just to try and really gauge everything. Okay.
This is the first Christmas we've had together in years.
I love you guys. I'm making up for some lost time.
Authorities are wondering if the masked vigilante who terrorized the city's underworld is back.
Oh, because Kate's dressing up as him again. So they wonder if he's back.
Should we be worried?
No, it's nothing. I'll be home for Christmas. I promise.
So the mother wasn't there. Laura Barton was not there.
I made a whole lot of enemies.
You're Hawkeye!
Who the hell are you?
Some people have actually called me the world's greatest archer.
The world's greatest archer.
Are you one of those people?
Yeah.
Hey, babe, I should be back in a day or two.
I love this. He actually just catches the Molotov and throws it around.
Things have gotten more complicated.
Yeah, just ice packs everywhere. Ice packs. God damn. Yeah. I can tell the fight scenes with them are going to be really cool to see.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
Not this one.
You don't have to say definitely like that. Holy shit.
Explosive arrows. Yep.
Oh, it's just some Christmas.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I think I caught like a little bit more that time around, but yeah, no. So yeah. So I think because Kate's actually dressing up as him too, the kind of news and society and people kind of think that, oh, Ronan's back again. So I think I do wonder if even like civilians are afraid of him too, because I think if he did only go after criminals, then I am wondering. I mean, they never even really mentioned that they were afraid. Just that, oh, the masked vigilante who terrorized the criminal underworld. So he specifically went after them to try and keep people safe. People are wondering if that masked vigilante is back because Kate's dressing up, but then with Kate that puts her in more danger because Clint even specifically kind of mentioned that, oh, when I put on that costume and did what I did in those 5 years, then I made he made like a lot of enemies too. So then that puts Kate in even more danger, especially if she's untrained to deal with those like specific kind of threats and organizations and everything. So all different kind of enemies who know that. I mean, yeah, all different. Because he didn't go after all the criminals. I think there's a good enough chance that like a lot of criminals were still kind of snapped away too. So like he went after any criminals who were still left behind, and any of the criminals in the world who still managed to actually, or at least like any major criminal organizations as a whole that actually still managed to survive, even if most of them died off. But anyone that he kind of deemed didn't really, and especially I think, especially because he lost his family too. Like people as innocent as his family can die in the snap, but then people as bad as criminals can survive. Then there's got to be some kind of imbalance of justice there. So he took these scales of justice into his own hands as Ronin. So yeah, so then once those criminals come back, because then especially if like maybe half of the organization disappears, but then he kills the rest of them, and then the other ones come back, and then they find out that Ronin took out half their guys or took out their entire operation, then they would want to come back for some blood. So then if they also find out that Ronin is back on the streets again, but just like put a different person under the costume, then they might still want to actually have some beef and have some bones to pick with this new Ronin. So yeah, so then Clint, and I think Kate is definitely going to be that. I definitely feel like Clint might be like this line of work is not for the faint of heart. It's not for someone who is calm or casual about it. It's actually it's not recommended in any way at all. But then I feel like Kate herself might actually be stubborn or have some kind of motive for going after them. So then the series is going to be them two kind of slowly kind of growing accustomed to each other, and actually Clint actually reluctantly taking this new archer under his wing and actually being like, you know what, she's not so bad, she has some potential, and then actually giving her the same kind of Avenger speech that he gave to Wanda back in Age of Ultron. Because I'm wondering if he's actually going to try that on Kate by the end of it too. Like you step out this door, you are an Avenger. You're young, but you're an Avenger. You're a young Avenger. So yeah, so that's that. And then Clint, he has some personal stuff to deal with too. He even said like to his kids he's making up for lost time. He lost 5 years with them, so he's trying to make up for some lost time. But the mother wasn't there, so I think maybe like the mother was like maybe back on the farm or back in the house or something. So because they were out in the city, they were actually out in the city. So maybe the mother didn't come out with them or something. So not too sure on that front. But yeah, and I think I couldn't really help but think, especially during that second view, I couldn't help but kind of like remember how, like, I don't know if this is gonna play into it in any way at all, and I wouldn't even know what to expect if it did because I haven't seen the movie. But I think I do know in one of the Jason Bourne movies, Jeremy Renner was in them. I think I don't know if he specifically played like a Bourne character because I think most of them are played by Matt Damon, but then Jeremy Renner was actually in one of the Bourne movies too. So I think I'm kind of curious as to like if there's anything. Because he did that after I'm pretty sure he did that after Avengers 2. So I think that kind of his stardom from Avengers actually helped boost that too. So I'm wondering if there's any past experience. Major experience would come from his time in the MCU, of course, but maybe any other kind of. I don't know. It's incredibly unlikely, but I don't know. I just kind of figured like, oh, like this seems like it might have a Bourne-ish feel to it too. Maybe it being like an action drama thriller type thing. Maybe there's some kind of spy stuff to it too. Because I think he used to be a spy too. He actually used to be like a spy kind of like Natasha. So he has some experience there. So I think they might bring that into this. And I don't know if he's going to meet anyone else from his past too. Like I think Fury should still be around. Hill should be around. I would mention Coulson, but I don't know. I think maybe he's retired now. Maybe he's retired after his days with Shield ended. So especially after the show ended. So maybe he's retired. I don't know. I mean, that would be a cool cameo, like a pretty cool kind of surprise cameo, like him or Fury or Hill or someone from Shield maybe offering to help a hand or something, so to lend a hand or something. But I don't know. But I think for the most part, it does very much seem to kind of to be driven by him and Kate, and Kate's kind of eagerness and willingness to actually learn and to actually improve, and then his just kind of drive to kind of keep her alive and be like, do what I say and follow my orders, and we might just actually survive this and stuff like that. That definitely seems like that kind of dynamic too. So very much looking forward to seeing how that comes out. So that'll be good. And I think with this being like a Christmas thing too, I think we don't really get many kind of seasonal kind of movies or products from Marvel either. Can't remember the last time we had a Christmas themed Marvel movie. I think Iron Man was definitely a Christmas themed Marvel movie. I think that might have been the only other one we've had. Have we had any other Christmas? I'm not too sure. I think any of the events. I don't know. I don't think any of the Avengers, any of the Avengers movies have particularly been very Christmassy. But no, I think it's actually. I'm pretty sure it's actually just been Iron Man 3. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just been Iron Man 3. It's actually had like an actual seasonal theme too, or it's actually been set during like a seasonal time, even if not something else. But so now Hawkeye, I think, will be the only other Marvel MCU product to actually be seasonal in some way. So it'll actually be it being set around Christmas time too. I'm sure they might find some way, like maybe Clint just kind of doing some kind of parkour slide down a chimney as Santa Claus and dropping it on some criminals, and then Kate coming in as one of the elves or something, and then tripping them all up or something. I don't know. I'm sure they can figure out something cool to do, but definitely I think seasonal stuff might play into it and actually get them festive and get them dressed up and do some cool tricks and everything. So yeah, but yeah, it looks fun. It looks very fun. I'm really just kind of I feel like I just haven't said enough about this. But then again, it's like I can't really kind of tell what else the trailer did give us. I think just cool tricks, cool shots, and interesting glimpses at both Clint and Kate. So yeah, I am endlessly hyped for Kate Bishop and for Yelena returning. And Clint, I will admit, I haven't been his biggest fan. Nothing personal, literally nothing personal. I just haven't ever really been the biggest fan. I mean, I found that Hawkeye can be pretty cool. He can be pretty cool. He's a cool enough character, and I'm hoping this series might turn me around and actually make me be able to actually enjoy and respect. Not respect because I don't necessarily disrespect him, but it's like maybe enjoy and actually kind of love Hawkeye's character a lot more, and actually Clint a lot more too. Because I've heard people are kind of indifferent when it comes to MCU Clint, but then comic book Clint is actually the one that people just undeniably love and cherish, and that's the version that people actually actually lean towards more. So I'm hoping, if anything, that this kind of this show actually maybe brings a side to Hawkeye that we haven't really seen yet. Actually gives him a chance to shine, and actually shows people that he's cool too or something. So I'm hoping, and I think for me as well, I'm hoping this show can turn me around and actually make me kind of like Hawkeye a bit more. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, I'm sure everyone will get their chance to shine, and everyone will do it just fine. So yeah, that was my official reaction to Marvel Studios Hawkeye. So let me know what you guys thought and what you're looking forward to and who you're looking forward to seeing, and any kind of theories you have about what this might be about, or who else might be featured in this, or what you hope to see, anything like that. So that would be cool to know. And November 24th too, I will definitely. I'm reacting to this trailer because I will definitely be reacting to the show as well. So regardless of how I feel about Clint now, I will definitely be reacting to each and every episode of the show. So feel free to subscribe too, so you can actually be notified when those reactions drop and everything. But yeah, that is pretty much all I've got for now. Yeah, just any theories you have, anything you want to share, comments are open, have at it. So yeah, that was Marvel, the first official trailer for Marvel Studios Hawkeye. So thank you guys, as always, so much for being here and for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, then salt and burn that like button. Comment on what you thought of the trailer and what you think is going to be coming up in the show and what you hope to see, and any other kind of tidbits you want to share. And yeah, that is pretty much it. So I will see you guys next time.